So a warm welcome to St Andrews. And here's the thing, when I was a child, I didn't have a back garden. I don't think I had a brand new bike. What I did have was this. This was my garden, this was my playground. This is where we got up to mischief. However, this video is not about promoting books and the like. This video is highlighting Fife and the crown jewels of Fife. It just so happens I was born and bred here. I still have family here and I love it. And lordy, 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 what's going on here? What is going on here? Ah, dear, 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 what's going on here? This is the first time you've seen this. So as kids, we came here pretty much every day. This is our playground. This is the Steppie. Now, it's become an aquarium resort thing, if you like. And there's now major building work going on in it. Oh, that will have cost a couple of quid. Just look at the height. So the right hand side is where the changing rooms were, or sort of changing rooms. The left hand side was more changing rooms, and then there was two pools. One was massive, and in the early 70s they made it a little bit smaller. And the whole thing about it, it was natural seawater. And to be honest with you, that's where we swam. It was great fun. But this point I'm making here is, my brother would say, do you remember when I dropped a spade from here and it landed on your head? And I went, no? No memory. If you worry about your kids, I would do. I would really worry about them. Because this, what's this? To climb home, we climbed up that. Would you let your kids do that today? We climbed up this to go home. A 60-metre drop. And we climbed up it. So we've been swimming and we were going home, which is there. That's the way we went. See these walkies these days, putting signs up, 60-metre drop, danger, danger. Wasn't like that in the 70s. Nice seafood restaurant there. Quite simply, that used to be an ice cream parlour. I don't think we can get access now to the back of Step Rock we used to. It's all changed. Now, for a lot of people, this is the holy grail of golf. This, at the end of the day, is where the ball and bat, my rules, my game, pretty much comes from, because this is where the rules for golf are kept. In the Royal and Ancient. What does golf stand for? Gents only, ladies frowned. However, here's a different side of the coin. I'm from here, and this scar on my head came from that. So really, golf means nothing to me that much, other than this is where I twatted my head as a youngster, and it hurt. And I'm not being funny, not just a little bit. It proper hurt. During the open season, this is where all the stands are kept, and all the marquee tents. Later on, I'll explain to what we used to do to these marquee tents. Let's say what we did to these basically climbing frames. These were great fun. We climbed these from the bottom to the top from the inside. Many a James Bond tune was hummed and squelched out loud as we climbed and fell. That said, the World Golf Museum, I've never been in there. I suppose I should really go and pay a visit. Not today though, can't be bothered. Golf was invented in St Andrews. Basically because of its nice big bunkers. Nature is very best. But here's the next elephant in the room. There is a certain book, what I wrote, called Don't Call Me Angus. Here's the link. And it is set in this building over here with scaffolding. This was Grandma's house. Okay, it was Grandma's hotel, but there you go. So Golf Place used to be a hotel opposite the Hamilton Hall. Big, huge, nice, lovely building now. Or the Grand as it used to be known. And this building here, the old core shop, used to be the woolen mill. Now if you are a visitor St Andrews regularly, you'll know exactly what the woolen mill is. Huge, huge shop of wool and tartan. It was lovely. Now, without question, I am a fan of everything Mercedes. Why? Because there were so many parked in this car park. Amazing. Ever seen a Mercedes Pagoda? I have. Used to be a few of them here. And this section recently just been dug up. And fancy lockers and things and secret rooms. All underground now. Can't be bad. And here's the new addition, the Bruce embankment. On the scores, the master himself. And it's a sculpture by David Annand. To be honest with you, it's only a year old. Just over a year. Here's the sad thing. A Ned is a non-educated delinquent. And even St Andrews, there's some of them around. Because this thing has been vandalised, whereby the club has been snapped. Not more than once, I'm sure.
Oh, wait, also?
Personally, I think someone's been trying to climb on his shoulders. Now, here's another thing. If I was a kid, and I used to be here, this is when I come from a sledge. Now, this bloke was standing there. He's in the road. Anywho, this is the scores. This is probably the most expensive street in Scotland. If not, it's in the top 2 or 3. Forget your Edinburghs, parts of Ayr, bits of Glasgow. If you have 5 million quid, maybe you can put in an offer. If you've got £1 million quid, now, here's the thing, £1 million quid, £1 million pounds, £1 million sterling is £1 million quid. You're not going to be able to buy hee-haw. So I'll take you to later on, but this certainly has had good work done on it. In memory of the martyrs, by Patrick Hamilton. So the initials PH are set in the cobbles that marks the site where the 24-year-old Patrick Hamilton died in 1528. He was burnt at the stake. What a gruesome shower. So we're out looking for the PH, Patrick Hamilton. And we'll see if you can find the bogeyman as well. Do not stand on the PH. Just watch all the students walk past it. You never stand on the PH. So in between these turrets, if you like, and the crown, what we've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stones up, you'll see the face, and it's believed to be of that of Patrick Hamilton, or the bogeyman. There's a chance you may have even seen this on The Crown. Wonder why. So there's a TV show, and you should watch it if you get a chance, if you've not seen it already. It's called Life on Mars. Basically, a wee bit of hocus pocusness. Is it sci-fi? Maybe it is. But in short, this detective goes back in time to 1973. When he's gone back in time to 1973, he visits his current flat, his current apartment, which in 73 was just an old mill. But when I think about it, if I went back to 1973, not a lot's changed here. However, my house, my home, my parents' business have been regenerated or renovated into flats. Got to be honest with you, it's very, very strange seeing your old house, your old home, being redeveloped. We had some memories there. Then next door, that's my granny's house, was. And this was the local church, for us anyway. St James's. In my day, it was Father England who was the priest. And I was an altar boy. What a disaster. What a disaster. So, in this video, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to take you to see Kate Kennedy. We're going to go to the Lammas Market. We're going to go to Craigtoon Park. We're going to go to the Lane Braes. And we're going to go to places that you might never knew existed. St Andrews has some great, great beaches. The golf, the oldest in the world. University, the oldest in Scotland, and probably the best, or certainly the top 3. And when I was a kid, that was a building site. So it's the statue to St Andrews, Kitty of 1850, attributed to Sir John Steele. A copy of one of the Francisco Dominican, which is at St Peter's Basilica in Rome. So next time I go to Rome, we'll have a butcher's. I'll compare notes. But there's the first for good old St Andrews, the Melville, I'm sure it's the Melville Fountain. At long last, it's getting refurbished. I wonder if it'll be having water in it. Look forward to seeing that. So there you go, and I tell you what, that is the first time in 61.5 years I have ever seen water in there. Amazing. Basically it's the third part, the seagulls. We'll hope there to come back and actually have a look and see what they have done to the place. The scaffolding's gone, everything looks all cleaned up, and each of these flats is probably going to go for $1.5 million. 6 of them. Right, there we go. So it would appear when I've been editing these videos, well, I have to do loads. So in one video we'll probably go to the Craigtoon Park. There's a nice car meet, you want to see that one. Nice cars from the 70s, the 80s and the 90s. I'm going to have to give you a wander around and show you South Street, and we'll show you the cathedral, and we'll show you the Kate Kennedy procession as well. I'll only film that briefly. And then the other key things about it is that we'll show you the various beaches. These are all going to be individual videos. Oh, I think all these views on YouTube. That means give me a share, give me a like. And if you'll never guess, these have never been filmed in a winter. For the eagle-eyed person, I've probably filmed this over about 1.5 years, all coupled together to give you some videos. If you like them, give us the share, give us the like, the usual stuff, blah blah blah. But we'll see you in part 2.